Anna Faris was just trying to have some fun on social media. That's what celebs do, right? Engage with their fans. She posted a photo of herself. She was backstage before she was doing an appearance, and the caption said, the one that she posted is, having pre-show jitters. So glad Michael Sherman captured it. Also, I eventually decided to put on pants. Michael Sherman is her assistant. She was about to, her assistant on her podcast, Unqualified. So immediately, there were some really...
A torrent of body shaming on social media. Like a torrent, so much so that she ended up removing the picture. Deleting it.
Yeah, you guys, people were calling her unhealthy, telling her to eat, and I think that that's just one of the most rude things you can ever say to someone is tell them to eat. But they also were saying, you know, if you're happy and healthy, you're great at any, you know, weight that you are at, Anna, but she didn't take it like that because she took down the photo because people were being very malicious.
I mean, some of the, another comment, I know the one you said about you should eat, but here's one that says, I feel this pic is a cry for help. I hope you get the help you need.
You know what? This is what I understand. Obviously, if you feel someone is going through something, sometimes it's the compassionate thing to do to reach out and see if they need help. But social media is probably the wrong
The least
forum.
compassionate.
It's the least compassionate place on earth.
Right, and I don't understand what makes everybody else so expert, why they have so much expertise about what's going on in everybody else's lives, man.
Oh my God, everybody has an opinion, not only an opinion, but they view what their worldview as fact, and will try and annihilate people who disagree with them.
Far be it for me to tell people not to have an opinion. I'm a very opinionated guy, but what I try to do is have opinions on things that affect my life and not things that affect the lives of other people. And when you start to encroach upon how someone else views themselves and views their own body, now you're becoming part of the system that is assailing that person, and you're complicit in the way they feel mentally, and you should stop that. That's whack.
Especially if you really did feel like she was in some sort of peril, you know, attacking her is not the way.
It's not going to bring her out of it.
But there's a lot of people on social media and do body shaming on a regular basis, and that's just what happens. These people feel like they're so mighty or whatever because they're behind closed doors, and they will never say this type of thing to your face, but they feel they want to do it, and there's their empowerment when they are behind like social media things.
I have a question, and I don't mean to load this, but I do have a question about what you're saying, because I get it, and I agree with what you guys are saying. Suppose that, and you have to go way back for this, but I think it's a famous enough case. Suppose Karen Carpenter had posted, because a lot of people said that there was a cry for help that was never answered or addressed with her. So suppose she had started putting pictures up on social media if it existed, and at a point,
and fans of hers.
At a point, no, I'm really serious about this.
I got an answer for you. In Instagram, you can you can normally DM anybody you want, right? If you really feel like you have a personal connection to some sort of trauma that somebody is going through or some experience they're going through, send them a private message saying, listen, I'm a big fan, been a big, huge fan for years. I'm concerned about you. Here it is, sending love and light, hoping that you're dealing with something, if in fact you're going through something. Going on social media in the comment section where these people can read all of this stuff.
You're just trying to be funny and trying to make yourself known that you're talking mess.
And saying you need to eat, that's not the way to get to the bottom of the situation. You know what I mean? If, in fact, that was happening. Your point about Karen Carpenter is well taken, though.
Hi, this is Melissa from Boston, and I have to say that I really feel for Anna Faris. I'm a skinny girl myself, and I know what it's like to be told to have to eat. What I don't understand is why we live in a society today where people, it's okay for them to call someone too skinny, but if we call someone fat, you know, the comment comes back on people who called someone fat. So it's okay to body shame by saying that someone's overweight, but you know, when it comes to being underweight, everyone's an expert. I just don't agree with that. And I really feel bad for her. I think that, you know, she looks fine, especially for her age, going through all different types of, you know, things. I mean, we're women. Our weight fluctuates, plain and simple.
I would like the problem to be too skinny one day. So, you know what I'm saying? For her, you know, if she wants to pass it along, please shame me to be too skinny.
It's not the right message that you should be taking away from this, Raquel.